Welcome back and now tune into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws in the building. Of course, it's me, my man Ern. We in this jump rocking out. Lot of stuff to get to on tap today. We're gonna get into the games. We're gonna talk about Monday night, young. I mean, it was the Steelers and the Colts. Did you watch the game, Aaron?
I watched half of it because I watched the Wizards game first.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Colts trash. Matt Ryan, he was already trash to me. This Bama is super washed. He ain't had no arm strength to give up or
Dog,
ace
he's
kicking his
washed.
ass.
He's washed. Dog. The Bama look like frantic in the pocket. He not seeing the defense cover. He don't got no legs. He can't get away from the rush. It just, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, yeah, he's a veteran, but like, don't he look terrible?
There's a reason he got benched for the season, right?
I mean, I've seen some things from Jeff Saturday that maybe in like coaching wise where I was like, okay, all right. I thought they were disciplined in last night's game, but like you have to be when your quarterback is trash. Like you got to do every little thing right when your quarterback is trash as Matt Ryan is. So, um, you know, am I surprised that they lost? I'm not surprised. Um, but yeah, it was an uneventful game. Like, I mean, I watched it just to watch it, but it is nothing really to talk about from it. Um, I was watching them Wizards though. However, Porzingis
Cook
41.
career
Dog,
high.
he was hitting everything. Floaters, the step back threes, like jump hooks in the lane, everything was going for this man last night. Uh dog, do we have three all-stars on the team?
I'm thinking in the East, what position he played a five? He might be able to make. He might be able to make it because they're gonna have Embiid starting in the East.
You already know. Uh-huh.
After that, you might have Porzingis.
Yeah. Is Kuzma making it all-star?
He not because he don't get it. He don't get his looks consistently. Like the coach, it's like the lineup and the go-to seems inconsistent from week to week. It's like
Mhm.
some games you seem like he's trying to force Denny some opportunities, and then some games you see Kuzma will actually get the looks. A lot of times, especially when Bill is out and they know they need Kuzma, he'll go run the offense through him. Which I'm like,
Mhm.
why don't you run the offense through him as the second guy when Bill's on the court? It just gets weird to me sometimes where it feels like they're trying to share the ball too much and trying to get everybody touches like it's Pee Wee League or something instead of giving your best players the most shots. And Kuzma digs them out of so many holes when they go on these scoreless stretches and they can't get nothing going. Kuzma throwing up OC shots, but a lot of times they'll go in and it'll kind of save them like last night in these moments where you see them giving up a lead
Mhm.
or just struggling to score because they don't have a point guard. They can't ever really get in the offense that I see. They don't come out of timeouts with plays drawn up. It doesn't look like most of the time. So it's basically like y'all go out there and just figure it out. So I don't think Kuzma makes it just based on the fact that he doesn't get enough consistent.
The
Um,
Bama's numbers are good though.
they are.
He got good numbers. I think he got all-star numbers. But you saying it's not enough.
I
Just
mean,
the
he'll get you 30, but then you'll look next time and this Bama will have like 5 or 6 shots through the third quarter. And it's like, what's going on? It's not that he don't want to shoot the ball. You know, he always give himself the green light. It
definitely
just
got that.
sometimes it seems like the offense is just kind of weird in the minutes sometimes end up looking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, yeah, I
And I
think
don't
when it
think Bill
comes
makes
down,
it either because his
really,
numbers are down because they're not relying on his scoring as much. So instead of him giving you 27, 28, he giving you 22, 23. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like he's pressing to get numbers every night. And if other people are feeling it, he's basically allowing them to get their buckets and just scoring as needed. So
mhm,
his numbers in theory are down from better years he's had where he didn't make it then.
So right now you have Bradley's leading the team at 23 and a half points a game. He's averaging 5.5 assists and almost 4 rebounds a game. Then you got Kristaps Porzingis. He's second on the team with 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists roughly. And then Kyle Kuzma is third with 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists roughly. So I mean, you
Based on the
got three guys in
positions,
20 averaging 20.
yeah. But because there are no centers in the league, that's why it kind of bodes well for Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
The two guard position is tough.
Yeah.
Like the two guard and the small forward, that's tough because there's so many other guys that can get buckets at those positions. Um,
Yeah, he literally would have to raise that to like 27 a game for Bradley Beal.
right. You got to beat out like Jalen Brown, Jimmy Butler, all of the top guys in the East.
That's giving you pretty much 30 a night, just about. Yeah, that's gonna be yeah, that's hard to do. Yeah, that's hard to do. Um, yeah. But overall, I mean, they're 11-10. They're first in the Southwest Division. Um, I mean, when you got a game like they had last night, I mean, it's not much you can be upset about, dog. I mean, the Bama's was cooking.
Yeah, they thrashed them, and then they also leave a lot on the court, which means there's room for improvement,
Mhm,
especially from a coaching standpoint. It seems like they coaches in this area seem to learn their team slower than the fans do. So you starting to see him bury certain guys at certain times in the game, like he should, versus going to that Pop Warner, like everybody get 5 minutes, then rotate in, rotate out, kind of sort of thing. Like you saw Denny got buried last night in the critical points where they were like trying to run that lead back up because he came in. Of course, the 20-point lead goes down to like 6,
mhm.
and then they sub him out, get Monte Morris out, and let Jordan Good. Is it Jordan Goodwin, dog?
Yeah, Jordan Goodwin.
I don't know what the coaches are seeing and why it's taking so long. He needs to be the starting point guard for this team, dog. He
Mhm.
plays defense. He makes his shots. He never seems lost. He never seems like
He don't,
undersized
he don't seem thirsty for shots either. Like
at
he
all.
seems like he just plays within the context of the game. He gets the guys who need to be involved the rock. He takes and picks his moments where he's aggressive, and I feel like he's been solid. He's
Yeah.
definitely been solid.
Him and Kispert in instead of Monte Morris and Denny, dog, the lineup looks so much better, dog. So much more
Mhm,
effective. Nobody looks lost. It doesn't look like they have to necessarily coach people up on the fly during the games. To me, that's their best lineup while Rui's out.
mhm. Yeah, once you get Rui back, you need him, and I think these games we've been able to see just how it's been without Rui and how they had to shift. Without him. And he plays a major part of that second unit and being able to like have scoring on the floor.
And size
So
too.
yeah, nah,
Pause.
facts. He right now the Washington Wizards is seventh in the East. So, they got room for improvement, room to grow, but they not that far out of the mix.
Yeah,
They
2 games ago before they lost that 2 in a row, when they were what 10-7 or something like
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
They probably was in the top half of the
Yeah,
East.
nah, facts. Um, Though, Aaron, we got to talk about it now because we've been pushing it off. I've been just trying to like wait for the ceiling to drop out. I've been like, if I just wait one more game, this joint will be over. Uh, Taylor Heineke and the Washington Commanders, though. Aaron, they look good, Aaron.
Do
The
they?
defense causing turnovers. They stopping the run. uh the defense look, light years difference from what we accustomed to seeing early on in the season. The offense looks functional. I mean, Taylor Heineke is Taylor Heineke, and what I mean by that, and I heard this. Shout out to whoever the Bama called into the radio, but he called him a sterno, dog. He called Taylor Heineke a sterno. The joints you put under the plates in Thanksgiving that keep the food hot, like that's what Taylor Heineke is, though. He just a sterno underneath the trays. Like he not the food. but you kind of need him to keep the foot because for whatever reason, these Bama's play spirited football. Brian Robinson, we seen this Bama truck stick the whole Atlanta Falcons team. Like, did you see this happening, dog? Does this give Ron Rivera an extension, or is we done with it?
Oh,
Is
he's
this
definitely going to stick around longer. Like I was hoping he'd be out this year. So y'all mediocrity going to last at least another probably 2 years based on they're probably going to end up making the playoffs. Um, they ended up getting super lucky with a stretch of the schedule where they're playing the Bears, they're playing um, the Falcons, they're playing Houston Texans, the Colts with Ellinger at quarterback. It's just dog, we talk about it all the time. Like all the stuff that happened that Bama's was wishing to happen when they was rooting hard for the team. It happens when you waiting for a regime to disappear. Same thing happened with Jay Gruden and Kirk. You know what I mean? Like just all of the magic, all of the fluke luck just kind of falls their way, and it just ends up prolonging the inevitable. Did Ron Rivera learn how to coach over the 5 weeks when he couldn't coach and it was inept just a couple of months ago? No, it's just the way the schedule fell. The defense has improved drastically, keeping a lot of teams under 20 points. Like Washington scored 19. They scored in the teams probably 3 or 4 of the games out of the last 5 or 6, but they ended up winning them. Whereas it's been other games where they score 27, 28 and still lose because their defense is giving up 30 plus. So it's part of what happens with the NFL. Like you need some luck involved, but you got to go out there and win the games. And they've been winning the game.
They got the Giants next. Then they get a bye. Then they get the Giants again. Is this 2 W's?
They'll
2
win at
more?
least one of the games because the Giants they have a garbage quarterback too, and Daniel Jones. That's kind of holding that team back. So I think they're still probably a year or two away from actually being decent when they can actually get a quarterback that's competent in there. Could be Aaron Rodgers, but get somebody else in there to be able to kind of push the team forward.
Yeah, we gonna see, dog. We gonna see. Uh Switching gears. Did you see Black Panther, y'all?
Of course.
Dog, what you think of it? Scale of 1 to 10. What you rate that jump?
I don't really do scales. I thought it
Okay.
was I thought it was I thought it was good. I thought it was I thought it was better than the first one.
You thought it was better than the first one?
Yeah, I did. Um I thought it was good. Like I don't know. I
I
don't really
thought
know
I
what
thought it
else.
was solid too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought it was solid. I thought that the writing for it was good. The
The
storyline,
storyline was tough. Yeah, like it's
storyline.
hard a lot of times. Go ahead.
I just don't like us fighting like indigenous people though. Why we got to be fight? Why Wakanda got to be fighting Mexico, dog? I just all
That,
it
that's
was
that's the real
us
world.
fighting
That
the
ain't nothing but
Aztecs
the
underwater, dog. We fighting the underwater Aztecs, dog. It just I I mean
it's
I
written
get it.
by a black guy or directed by, you know what I mean? So it's like
But I get it. Like, okay, if you could come together, we could take over the world. We could be together. And it was like, nah, I can't do that. So
but
I
that's
get
how
the
it really
underlying
works,
message.
though.
How I really be going, dog. If the Hispanic community and the black community came and like put their resources together and wasn't divided and we was rocking heavy, dog.
Whole time, 3/4 of the Hispanic population think they the white population. So that just never ever happened.
Stop.
And
Stop.
don't write Harold, write me.
No.
The
So
Cubans
yeah,
think they white, and a lot of the multiple generation Mexicans come across here think they white, be voting with them Bama. So I don't think they
no.
see it the same way we see it.
Yeah, you right. You right. Dog, speaking of that, you see Kanye West, apparently he went to go meet with the president and then some dude named Nicholas Fuentes or something like that.
Super
Or,
racist.
or Nunez. Yeah, he is super racist type Bama. But apparently the Bama, like, he good though, because he ain't struggling. He ain't got no money issues like Kanye West do. Because Kanye, he's went on an interview talking about they tried to put him in jail for free speech. They done
He
froze
was
all
just
his accounts and stuff. I'm like, dog. And then so he was on this interview with him, the super racist Bama, Fuentes or whatever, and it was like on this podcast, and they were talking about the different things. They ain't asked the Fuentes Bama not one question. They in the joint interrogating Kanye West the whole time about like stuff he's experienced, and he's just like I'm trying to tell you what these people try to do to me, and then they're like, what people? Like, what are you talking about? Like, can you clarify? And try to walk that Bama into a rock and a hard spot. It's just like the whole time the super racist Bama in the back chilling, eating chips, relaxing. They didn't ask him not one question, dog. They didn't ask him not a question about some of the racially insensitive things that he's made, his comments, and none of that. They just let him rock. I'm like, dog, if this ain't racism 101, I mean, at
It's
the end of the day, they
it's
gonna
similar. Go ahead.
go, go ahead.
Now, I was just saying we were just talking about this last week when we say like they try to make straight black men the face of anti-Semitism. So it's like everybody else got all this wild stuff that everybody knows going on, but they want we want you to be the commercial face for the full citizens going on. I was like, dog, I'm not having it. And he walk around with all these Bama's thinking they his friends, just trying to prove a point. And he done dug himself too deep in the hole, and now he looking around
Oh,
like, dog, they
he's like he like the kid like on a black top where everybody pick teams, and then they be like, let me get Aaron, let me get Harold, let me get, and they look and they be like, and you look at him and you like, that Bama, I don't know, and then you pick somebody else over here, whatever, and like he just don't get picked, and so he finally gets picked. Now he trying to prove why he should be on the team, and it's like, dog, fall back. Bamas don't really rock with you for real. They just rock the fact you sponsor the team jerseys and you like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
But he one of them
it's just,
youngins that don't ever experience the good in life, don't ever experience the love. They only experience and remember the hate. So it's like he, no matter how much love black people showed him, no much how rich they made him, how much influence they gave him, and he thinks it's himself that put himself where he is. It's really the fans, a lot of goofy fans, but the fans that put him in place to be, who he is and as influential as he is. But that'll never resolve in his head the way you told when you told him no, or when you told him he wasn't going to make it. Like those, we know a lot of guys like that basically their life is fueled off of the negative. Like
the
who
negative.
told you they didn't believe in you, proving people wrong, and all this other kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So until he gets enough of that from that side of like his new allies, he's never gonna it's never gonna resolve in his what should be making. Like they giving him all the adulation now because he's saying all the stuff they want to be able to say, but it's more palatable when it comes from a black mouth than from a white mouth. Like when you disparaging black people and all this stuff, they like Fox News love that. All of a sudden they want to run black faces and we got to listen. Don't shut up and make music. Don't shut up and dribble. We want to hear more of this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's just like one of those type of women, dog. That no matter what you do, dog, all they remember is the stuff that the times you said no or when they didn't get their way.
Dog, I can't dispute it, dog. I can't dispute it. Speaking of what is the term? It would be anti-gay or homophobic. Yeah. So they're saying that Lamar Jackson, after this loss on Sunday to the who they play again? It was too close. The Jaguars. Too close. First of all, little quick note before I get into the Lamar Jackson situation. Dog, I'm tired of people like disagreeing. Well, you don't even have to disagree with me. Sports are rigged. It's a rig in there, dog. It's just the facts of life. Just the same way you could go to a casino and everybody in the casino that work in the casino, they know that it's in the casino's favor. They know that it is. But you still have people, dog. When we was at Vegas, wasn't the casino packed, Aaron?
Right.
When Bama's like, oh no, y'all cheating me. You ain't even hear the word cheat in none of the tables, Aaron. Everybody know. They know it's a fluke, funny business. But you don't hear nobody say nothing. They go and they enjoy. They lose their money. They be sad. They win some money. They be glad. It's just how it goes because that's the system of Vegas. That's how it works. And these people who are gamers, who like, facilitate the games, they're complicit in it. But they also have a code of conduct that they have to abide by, rules that they have to follow. They can't just be going and talking about like, yeah, if you play this game, you do that's strictly prohibited. You can't even have no friends if you work in a casino. Matter of fact, for real, for real. So in that same vein, people like I'm on the chat arguing with these bad dog. It's not rigged. Oh, here you go with these conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I'm like, dog, this is not a conspiracy theory. Everybody knows that. Dog, there's a saying: the house always win. People know, and they still play the games. Same thing occurs in football, dog. These referees and these fluke hold-ins or 5-yard illegal contacts, that decide games, especially when you had the Lamar Jackson and the Jaguars, the money was on everybody. Nobody in their right mind, even on our chat, everybody picked the Ravens to cover and win, right? I think the spread was like 3 or something simple, right? I think the Ravens is a better team. And you watch that game go all the way down to the wire, and that touchdown in the back of the end zone, to me, that was out of bounds. And it was clear. Their explanation let me know that Vegas had a hand in it. The explanation was it's inconclusive for us to decide whether this is in or out. So we're going to stay with the call as stands. That alone right there, Aaron, when we looking at it on TV, HD, what's higher than HD, dog? 4K?
4K.
6K? Come on, man. Stop it.
Dog,
So
one leg clearly. I've never seen a more egregious.
It's egregious, dog. And people want to try to defend. Dog, it's just like, I'm like, they shouldn't even been in that position. You're right. They shouldn't have. But dog, if Vegas, this is what y'all don't understand. We did a whole show on this and breaking down how they do the funny business. Dog, Vegas can see something that us, the public, can't see. They can see every parlay and what games are a part of every parlay. I'm sure there was a large percentage of parlays, Aaron. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but a large percentage of the parlays that had the Bucks winning and the Ravens winning.
Fact.
And if them Jones lose, this is a whole slew of parlays that's all knocked out. Give me that. All that bread gone. Right? So at the end of the day, Vegas is going to win. They know they don't have to win every game. They don't have to tamper with every game. They don't have to be involved in every game. They know if they just get 1 or 2 games per week, they're going to cash out. And sometimes, I think the general public don't really understand how much money is Aaron, we was in Vegas for a couple of days, dog. How much money you think fluctuate per day in that place?
You talking about just the gambling?
Gambling, sports book, whatever, you can separate them if you want.
They making, let's just say each hotel that got a sports book in the joint during football Sunday is making $10 million a day. Gotta be, at least.
That's the minimum in my mind. I'm thinking they're making upwards of 25 to 50. We seen, dog, it's where in the world do billionaires just don't control that? These Bama's, Jerry Jones want to control his football team. Where do you see billionaires just stand back and be like, oh yeah, like we don't have to tamper with it. Money's just coming in. Bama's are greedy, bro. Like I don't know why that's such a foreign concept. It's like, dog, they're already making money hand over fist. Dog, why do you Bama's be stealing and got billion-dollar companies and stuff, and they still be trying to get doing tax loopholes and stuff to try to make more money? Dog, Bama's are greedy. That aside, because I'm on a tirade. That aside, Ravens lose the game, and after the game, I don't know why Lamar Jackson on Twitter, but he is. Some Bama tweets at him, and it's like, oh, this is why you shouldn't pay Lamar Jackson. You should build around the team because he can't even help us get the W. Woo, woo, woo. One of them Dundalk type Bamas. Lamar Jackson repeats, boy, STFU, y'all be capping too much on this app. No, on this app. MF never smelt the football field. Never did. S, but eat the D word. So they went ahead and said that he's been homophobic in his tweet to the dude. Do you think he's being homophobic, Aaron?
They
I
always
don't.
come to the straight black men and want to police how we talk, police what we doing. Like we got to be the forefront of every goddamn thing, though. I'm just so sick of it, though. They know good and well he doesn't mean anything homophobic by it. They know this, but they don't care. They trying to take a page out of the Semitism book and make sure you can't say anything related to anything that could be insinuated to mean anything in that lane.
I just, for
Keep crying
me,
wolf. And that's why Bama just throw their head. They like don't listen to nothing they want to talk about. We don't want to hear none of it. We don't believe none of it because y'all like you can't. They can because they obviously doing it, but every little thing they try to point out and try to make it something that everybody knows it's not.
dog, I just, it bothers me because, in one sense, you want the athletes to engage with people and see this side, and then, when you see the real, it's like, oh, no, 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 no. It's like they try to like bait them to the corner. I mean, John Harbaugh's come out and said, anybody who knows Lamar and sees how he treats people, knows that
I
he
can't believe
didn't.
the coach had even addressed this. Like this became that big of a deal.
Well, it's going to be a big deal, dog, because once the reporter is trying to get his name out there, he gonna make it a big deal.
We gotta start singling out these Bamas that keep trying to assassinate Bama's characters, dog, and start pulling files on these goofy dudes. Like who is? I want to know who's the ones that started this, though. Let's find out who these reporters are,
Okay,
and let's run
that's the
their
mission.
resume.
That's the mission, because we can. You go through, you dig in anybody's past, you gonna find some stuff. I mean, you dig in my past before 2005. You gonna be like, oh, this bad was going like this. It's just the nature of people. People are dirty, filthy, rotten. Just the facts.
Sheesh.
And if somebody says that they not, they lying to you, bro. They lying. It's just the reality, Aaron. It's just the reality. So I just it's wild, dog. They coming after my man. Cause I mean, they're gonna use this as fodder to try to like try to taper his money down. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Uh this week we got games. So let me pull the games up before we get out of here today. Share this grizzle. All right, so we got the game here. So all right. So this week I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a horrible week.
We had a lot.
You
Oh,
got
goodness
one,
gracious.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7. You got
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeremy. Oh, and then we got
Come back.
we got 1, 2, 3.
The
Yeah.
comeback. He had a dang dog. What was he doing? Oh, he took the
Dog, you just got him wrong, dog. They got him.
dog
It's just
3. That lead is
3.
over with.
Yeah, so 89, 89,
92.
92. All right. This is 89. Oh, okay. And you got 79, 8,
87.
80. Yeah, 87. 87. And then
92.
92. All right. So this don't got tight again. All right, this week we got the games. Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. Buffalo's favorite -5.5.
One more time.
Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. Buffalo's favorite -5.5.
Buffalo.
I'm going with Buffalo as well. All right, next game on the docket. New York Jets at Minnesota Vikings. New York Jets coming off a win. Mike White, we told you Zach Wilson was some trash. Now, do you believe us?
No.
Bama lost the locker room in one game. Jets are underdogs, 3.5 against the Minnesota Vikings.
They playing in Minnesota?
Yes.
People are really high on the Vikings. I mean, on the Jets this week. Give me the Vikings.
Okay. I got Sauce Gardner slowing down they star receiver in Minnesota. So
Jefferson. What
yeah,
time is the game? That's what I should have asked.
it's 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Vikings.
Okay. All right, Vikings it is. All right. Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favorite -7.5.
Ravens.
So you done with the Denver Broncos. You think they just finished.
They terrible. Locker room fractured. Coaching is horrible. They're done.
Yeah, they done. I'm with you. Ravens as well. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are favorite -1.5.
Give me the Steelers. Kenny Pickett look all right this week.
He did. Steelers +1.5. All right, we unanimous. Okay. All right, next game is the Tennessee Titans at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favorite -5.5. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Versus the Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles can't stop the run.
Mm-mm.
That boy
Henry.
go all.
Yeah.
To the tune of 5.5 though. Give me Tennessee.
All right, we unanimous. All right, then we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Detroit Lions. Detroit is favored -1 against Jacksonville. Jacksonville played a spirited game. I'm going with going with Detroit, and was basically a pick 'em.
Detroit versus who?
Jacksonville.
Give me Jacksonville.
All right, Jacksonville it is. All right, next game is the your Washington Commanders
I
versus
pick them every week.
these New York Giants. Washington is favored -1 point. Washington actually, I know it's about to be over, dog. This whole ride is over because I'm actually inclined to pick Washington this week, and I have selected Washington. And now the jig is up. You going with Washington?
Keep the party going.
We're unanimous. Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson
Browns.
against the former team, the Houston Texans.
Browns. Don't matter what the spread is.
You don't think it's gonna be no funny business in this one?
It will, but it don't matter. They trash.
Uh,
First, they get the number 1 overall pick this year.
Bucks be about to have the accusers sitting in the skybox.
It's gonna be a hell of a game. 404 touchdowns. Enjoy.
Oh, Browns are favored -6.5. You don't care about the spread, huh?
Don't even matter.
Mud hole. All right. We got the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. Green Bay, they holding off on this line because they're not sure if Aaron Rodgers will play or not. So we have to anticipate he's not playing. And who are you going with? Right now it's -4 in favor of Green Bay. I'm going with Chicago.
If Justin Fields still not back, dog, give me Green Bay. That boy Love looked like I don't know what he did over the course of the last year, but that boy looked like a whole different Bama out there the other night.
Yeah.
Passes was crispy, arm strength looked good,
Yeah.
decision making was good,
Uh,
location on them passes. Give me Green Bay.
uh, Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. Seattle's favorite -8.
Damn, give me the Rams. I think Seattle will win, but I don't know how they getting 8 points after coming off that loss.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm going with the Rams right with you. All right. And we have the Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco is favored in this one, -3.5.
Dolphins, Tua MVP.
Wow. You gonna lock it in? You gonna put in a bet in on that?
I need to. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, he's had a remarkable season.
He hadn't lost a game he started yet.
Had a
MVP.
we unanimous. I'm going with the Dolphins as well. Okay. Then we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, before that game, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Chargers are favored -2.5.
Chargers. They're one of the worst coach teams I've ever seen.
Yeah, they are.
If they get a competent coach over there, I don't know if Leftwich, Bieniemy, one of y'all get over there, though they have a roster.
They have a roster. I told you I'm never picking the Raiders again, but as long as Josh McDaniels is the head coach. Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals. Chiefs are favored -3. I'm going
You
with the
got me for the
Bengals.
Chargers too for that.
Yeah, I got you Chargers. We unanimous. Bengals.
Chiefs.
Okay, you got the Chiefs -3. I got the Bengals +3. Okay. Okay. And then Sunday night game, Indianapolis Colts at the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are favored
Trash.
-10. They might win by
Trash.
50.
Yeah, give me the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it's unanimous. They just, I mean, after last night, I'm like, if you trot that man back out there, you on hard drugs because clearly he washed. New Orleans Saints Monday night at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored -6. We'll go with the Saints.
You going with Andy Dalton?
I am really going with the Saints defense more so than I'm going with Andy Dalton.
They in Tampa.
It's in Tampa.
I'm gonna go Bucks.
Okay, Bucks -6. Okay, and those are our games. Tight race to the finish, but we doing our best. We coming down there, though. Coming down the hatch. Any plays you got tonight for the sports book? I'm trying to win 1 million. My man had a 25. Shout out my man George. He had a 25 same game parlay. Junk came down to Cameron Payne hitting 2 3-pointers. Bama hit 1 and couldn't hit 2. He was about to win $140K, Aaron.
Off of what, $10 bet?
$1.
Wow.
I told him Cameron Payne is his arch nemesis now, dog. He got
So
the
he was actually watching the game with the joint and then saw all the joints checked off and was waiting on one 3-pointer? Or did other joints come down to like the last? He got to tell a story. He got to come over here and tell a story about just sitting there watching that joint.
Yeah, dog, because he said, the Bama said he ain't go to bed till 2 in the morning.
I'd have been sick.
Dog, sick ain't even the word, Aaron. You'd have had to admit me into a hospital, dog. He said they ain't give him no cash payout either, because you know, like sometimes, like if they see you on the way, they'll just be like throw a little carrot out there, like take this $35K and you can just ride out. And supposedly
he took it. Yeah, he gotta tell the whole story. We gotta answer. We gotta interview him.
I'm gonna tell you, George. I know George personally. The Bama was not taking it. He wasn't taking. He was not taking
that second 3.
Dog, it was in the bank. He had 1 already, dog. And Cameron Payne is not like a non-shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? The Bama shoots trays. Left that Bama stranded on 1, dog. I said, bro, yeah, you're gonna have to come on here and share your story, dog. I'm gonna set it up, George. I'll holler at you so you can share your story.
It ain't gonna help much, but last night I had LeBron on a same game drink because I had Anthony Davis over 20, easy cover. Halliburton over 15, easy cover.
Money.
Buddy Hield over 13, easy cover.
Easy money.
Russell Westbrook over 7.5. He had
easy
24.
money.
LeBron I had LeBron for 24.5 points.
Uh-huh.
The Bama had 10 in the first half of the first quarter. 6 minutes in, this Bama had 10 points and then rolled his ankle. Nigga, talk about this Bama get you 30. He was getting like 39 every night for the last
Even
week.
on bum legs, he gets you 30.
Dog,
they called him, dog. They called him.
They said, Aaron got another one of these joints in, dog. You know the drill. You know the drill.
Dog, how much was you standing to make?
It wouldn't have been nothing crazy. I think it was like 900 something.
Okay. I mean, that's
either
something.
way though. I thought it was locked up. I was like, oh, this is easy money.
Locked in. 900. What you put on it to get 950?
No, 250.
Oh, 250. Oh, okay, just those 4 jump. Oh, yeah. That's substantial. Oh, that's a them Jones hurt. Shout out to Where's Buffy. Shout out to Kingdom with G-Man. Shout out to Lance J Radio. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to
what's up with Tasha? Where's she been
I don't know, dog. I might have to ping her. Tasha, what's happening, huh? If you see this message, we asking about you. How was your Thanksgiving? How you been holding? You can come on and join us, rock with us. Follow us at OSS 980. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Laws, Aaron signing out. Peace. We out.